Royal Watchers. Let's dive into today's topic, and spoiler alert. It's all about Prince William shaking things up and proving he's not just a future king but a modern one at that. Welcome to Throne Talk, your go-to channel for all the latest royal insights, stories, and a little sprinkle of sass to keep things fun. If you're as obsessed with royal drama, duty, and everything in between, you've landed in the right place. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. You won't want to miss what's coming next. So, picture this. You're Prince William, second in line to the throne for most of your life, and now you're standing on the brink of kingship, watching the world change faster than you can say coronation. What do? You adapt, you modernize, and, if you're William, you start by taking a hard look at how the royal family operates. And that means tackling one of the most controversial topics. Money. Yep, we're talking about spending. It seems like William is on a mission to tighten the royal purse strings and make sure the monarchy stays financially efficient and environmentally conscious. But how is he doing it, and why now? Let's break it down. First things first, let's talk about the money. Royals and their spending habits have always been a hot topic. From lavish palaces to private jets, the public has long had opinions on how much the monarchy costs. And let's be real, in today's world, people expect accountability. Enter Prince William. He's reportedly taking decisive steps to address what some are calling wasteful spending within the royal family. And honestly, it's about time someone tackled this. William seems to be saying, if we want to remain relevant and respected, we need to get our financial house in order. It's like when you realize you've been ordering too much takeout and decide to start meal prepping. But instead of meal prepping, it's royal budgeting. Same energy. So, what exactly is William doing? Well, for starters, he's insisting on closely monitoring expenses. This means taking a hard look at where the money's going and asking tough questions like, do we really need this, or is it just a royal perk? Apparently, he's not a fan of unnecessary costs or special privileges for the royals. Imagine being a distant cousin trying to expense a helicopter ride and getting a firm no from William. Honestly, I'd love to be a fly on the wall for those conversations. But it doesn't stop there. William is also big on promoting sustainability. And no, this isn't just about recycling your tea bags. It's about making significant changes, like reducing private flights and adopting eco-friendly practices. Think about it. Private jets have been a staple of royal travel for decades, but William seems to be saying, hey, maybe we can scale back a bit. It's the kind of move that makes headlines and sends a message. The monarchy isn't above adapting to the times. And can we talk about the timing of all this? William is clearly preparing for his future role as king. He knows that being a monarch in the 21st century is a whole different ballgame. People care about transparency, sustainability, and relevance. It's not enough to just show up at charity events and wave. You've got to lead by example, and that's exactly what William seems to be doing. He's saying, look, if we want people to support us, we need to earn that support by being responsible and forward-thinking. It's like he's building the monarchy's brand for the next generation. And honestly, it's a smart move. Now, let's get into the environmental side of things because this is where William really shines. We all know he's passionate about sustainability. He's been advocating for it for years, and initiatives like the Earthshot Prize show just how serious he is. If you're not familiar, the Earthshot Prize is like the Oscars for environmental solutions. It's all about finding and funding innovative ways to save the planet. And the fact that William is spearheading this effort says a lot about his vision for the future. He's not just talking the talk. He's walking the walk, or should I say, flying the eco-friendly flight. But here's the thing. This isn't just about cutting costs or going green. It's about showing that the monarchy can evolve. William seems to understand that if the royal family wants to stay relevant, they need to align with contemporary values. And let's face it, the world is changing. People are more aware than ever about issues like climate change and economic inequality. By addressing these concerns head-on, William is positioning himself as a leader who gets it. It's like he's saying, hey, we're not stuck in the past. We can grow and change just like everyone else. Of course, not everyone's on board with these changes. There are always going to be critics who say, why fix what isn't broken? But the reality is, the monarchy isn't just a tradition. It's an institution that needs to adapt to survive. And William seems to be taking that responsibility seriously. He's not waiting for problems to arise. He's addressing them now. It's proactive, it's smart, and honestly, It's exactly what the royal family needs. If you're loving this breakdown so far, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Here on Throne Talk, we're all about diving deep into royal stories, and trust me, there's plenty more where this came from. Alright, back to William. Another thing worth mentioning is how these changes are likely to influence public perception. The royal family has always been under a microscope, but in today's world, that scrutiny is amplified. Social media, 24/7 news cycles, and a more vocal public mean that every move they make is analyzed and debated. By promoting financial efficiency and sustainability, William is essentially saying, "We hear you, and we're making changes." And that kind of transparency can go a long way in building trust. But let's not forget the personal side of all this. William isn't just a future king. He's a husband, a father, and a guy who probably wants to leave the world in better shape for his kids. Imagine George, Charlotte, and Louis growing up and asking their dad what he did to help the planet. William can say, "Well, I cut down on private jets, promoted sustainability, and made the monarchy more efficient." That's a legacy to be proud of, don't you think? Now, let's have a little fun with this. Can you imagine William sitting down with the royal accountants, going through spreadsheets and asking, "Do we really need that many scones at the next garden party?" It's such a relatable image. Well, as relatable as a future king can get. And honestly, it's kind of refreshing to see someone in his position taking these issues seriously. Before we wrap up, let's talk about what this means for the future of the monarchy. William's actions aren't just about today. They're about setting the stage for tomorrow. By addressing spending and promoting sustainability, he's ensuring that the royal family remains relevant and respected. It's not just about maintaining tradition. It's about evolving with the times. And that's something we can all learn from. So, what do you think about William's approach? Is he leading the way to a modern monarchy, or do you think these changes will face resistance? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear your thoughts. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to Throne Talk. We've got plenty more royal insights, stories, and maybe even a little royal drama coming your way. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, whether you're running a kingdom or just trying to manage your own budget, we all have the power to make a difference. Stay kind, stay curious, and stay tuned to Throne Talk. Until next time, take care.